right?
And I won't yap as much. I'll give you better answers.
So no, but I'll tell you more. So this will be good for. So these are all scenario based. I'll give you an idea of what.
No, don't. Just give them to me. Don't give me.
I'll give you an idea.
No, don't, I don't want an idea. Just tell me. Like, let's record.
Okay. So I've got 20 questions.
Hit me.
But this, like I said, they're scenario based. Like you have a great date planned, but she cancels last minute. Those sorts of things. It's all relationships. So I've got female section first.
Yep.
And then male section. So,
right.
And I guess I want to make them under 60 seconds for snippets. So we'll have like 20.
It's not a problem.
Well, I think it's going to be a huge problem. It's going to be a massive problem.
All right, hit me.
All right.
We ready?
We ready?
Rolling?
All right. So we are doing now scenario-based, segment two. Scenario-based questions, right?
Hit me.
You are like an expert. I'm going to fucking call you a guru.
I'm not a guru.
Okay, whatever.
Or an expert.
Okay, but you're well versed in this area.
I'm your average Spider-Man.
All right, so there's going to be like 60 seconds.
Hit me.
Let's go. So this is for women, like women scenario-based questions. What should she do? You're at a bar and spot a guy who's exactly your type, but he hasn't noticed you yet.
Glass
What's
him.
your next move?
What?
What'd you say?
Glass him. Make it so every girl's going to go up to him and say hi, just throw a glass at him, fuck him.
You'll get his attention.
Look.
So what should she do?
If he's not making the move, go up and introduce yourself.
So just go up?
Hey, look, I think you're like, hey, I like your energy. That's it.
Okay.
And like, if he says, I got a girlfriend, don't sit and stay. Because that happened to me the other week. Yeah, cause I was just like, I'm like, someone came up to me and they're like, oh, my friend really likes you. And like, they kept, like, I'm like, I'm talking to someone, whatever, that didn't want to get into it. But I'm like, just thinking and stayed. I'm like, no, leave me alone.
Oh,
anyway.
That's a bit of an ick.
Yeah, big time.
You're on a first date. The chemistry is good, but he keeps checking his phone face down, like kind of always doing that. Should you call it out or just let it be?
It is a bit of an ick. Like it depends on the scenario. If I were you, I'd say, is everything okay?
Oh.
And then you go for that response because you can be like, oh look, this person's sick or it's work related, blah blah. But
it's like constant.
Yeah.
It's like constant looking.
Nah, then just fuck that. There's no second date.
Okay, I agree.
It's a respect factor.
Okay, so you've been seeing someone casually.
I haven't, but anyway, yeah.
You're seeing someone casually and start catching feelings.
Oh God.
What'd you say?
Oh God.
How do you bring it up without scaring him?
Well, you just see where the vibe is. You see where he's at, and then you just be honest. Like, if you feel like he's stringing you along, be like, look, before we even move any further, like, I'm enjoying hanging out with you, spending time with you. Is this mutual? Where do you see this going?
But do you think that conversation scares a guy away?
It depends on how, like, if you're bringing it up in the first fucking week, yes.
How long until you bring it up?
If you're going on 5, 6, 7 dates and, like, you guys are hanging out and, like, you're not just doing formal dates but informal dates where you
just chilling.
Come chill with me for the day, you know what I mean? Like, then bring it up.
Okay. I like it. All right, you meet a guy who ticks all of your boxes.
I like women.
But he's fresh out of a long-term relationship. Is he worth the risk? Do you stick around?
Yes, and it depends on how he's behaving. Because you got to understand, like, some guys might be out of long-term relationships, but they're the relationship type of guys. So, fate just happens to be there. If he treats you with respect and everything, you're not going to be a rebound. But also, you also got to be careful because you also don't want to be the rebound. Because he depends on how soon it is. He might not have processed all the emotions from the actual breakup and the breakdown of the relationship.
How do you know if you're a rebound?
You don't. It's a risk. It is.
When do you not become the rebound anymore? Is there a way a woman can make a man like switch?
No, I don't know. I can't give it an answer on that. I don't know. I think that's situational.
Okay, I do have another question.
Yes.
I hear, this is probably a little bit off, but I hear that a man makes up his mind within the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I haven't even finished the fucking sentence.
No, absolutely.
Whether she is worth dating, just sleeping with, or friend.
I think so. But then
How do you work that out?
I don't know. I don't know. But
Is it how she presents herself?
I could see like I know from a woman's energy, like where if you can, because you've been around so many people, so you kind of know what the vibe is. Your body naturally knows. Like you would. I think women are like that as well. They can pick up whether they're going to like a guy or
No,
not.
women are different. See, because we look at a guy and then we can go, yep, fuck boy. But then we look at them and go, yeah, but I'm curious. Is he really a fuckboy? Maybe I could change him.
I can change him.
Maybe I could change
The worst line in human existence.
but that's a real thought for a woman. Maybe I can change.
Maybe he's already changed. Who knows? Maybe
Do you
he's
think
had
a
his
woman
fun.
can change a man?
Yeah, I think so.
What kind of woman has to change a man? Like what kind of characteristics does a woman have to change a man?
Then it's very situational. Like you can't say it because then I've heard so many characteristics and he turns out to be a piece of shit. I'm like, oh, but he helped the lady cross the road. Like,
Okay, yeah.
I think it's a situation. Look, my belief is when you know, you know. But then again, like their history comes into place, their traumas, their this, their that. Like so many factors in relationships.
Okay, but sorry, going back where a man can decide straight away where she fits, like if she's just sex, relationship, friend. So you said energy, but is it also how she presents herself?
Not really.
So if a girl's wearing like very revealing clothes, could you still look at her and go, relationship?
Yeah.
Could you make these decisions before you speak to her?
She
or
could wear revealing clothes and hasn't had sex in 10 years.
That is also true.
But you don't know.
You don't know.
You
So
don't
you're
know
very
people
like,
until you talk to them.
okay.
You don't know people until you talk to them.
Okay.
Of course, there's like some really revealing clothes where you're like, oh, okay, what's going on here? But like, at the end of the day, you don't know someone until you talk to them. She might like, you might talk to her and you guys get along in day and she changes her whole style. You don't know people till you talk to them.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I feel like you're overthinking that answer.
There's a lot more to it because I've really thought about that one, and because I always think about how I present myself, and like the older that you get, things change. So it's kind of like I never want to be looked at as I'm easy. So I always think about how a woman, and I was working in a club.
But you can wear I've worked in clubs too. You can wear what you want and not be easy.
I agree,
you can wear tracksuit and be easy.
That is also true, but it's like when you present yourself, you're presenting yourself in a way of what you're attracting, like what you're wanting to attract.
I disagree. Yeah, you present. Yeah, yes, I agree, but I disagree because you can attract something, but you also allow whether that person has access to you.
Agreed. I agree with that. Yeah, so you put your boundaries in place. But I guess if a woman is wearing more revealing stuff, then they're getting ready and they're wearing more revealing stuff.
Here's
they're
the Mona
leaving
Lisa.
the house going, I want guys to be hitting on me tonight. Like I want to look the shit to get men's attention.
But I know women that just dress that good for themselves. I know so many women that dress that well for themselves. Like, again, it's situational.
It is situational. I'm big on, and maybe because I am in my 40s now. And
Are you in
looking
your
back-
40s?
Fuck off.
What the fuck? I mean, like the Samsung was giving like 40s, but like I would have said like late 20s.
No, but I look at like when I was in my 20s, we didn't dress the way that girls are dressing now, where your ass cheeks are coming out.
I mean, like, fashion's changed in 3 years.
I know fashion has changed, but it's getting like more and more and more and more revealing. And I think about my daughter when she's that age, what's she going to want to wear?
Every guy has
what does that look like?
Every guy has a different style of what they like of how women dress.
I get it.
I think it's all just, again.
I understand. I get it. It's just, I'm a little bit more opinionated with female dress, like the way that females dress, because I think
I'm a man. I have no right talking about it.
That's
it's not my place.
That is true. Okay.
If my partner's wearing something that I don't like, I will address it. But like, look, I don't really like that. You're an adult. You make the decision whether you want to wear it or not. But I don't like that. It's how it is.
Okay, so you will say something.
Of course.
Okay. All
because it's like if I go say something on the internet that maybe she doesn't agree with, I want her to say it to me, and then it's my decision as an adult to decide whether I'm going to move forward with saying the same thing or not. Okay. So it's the same thing. I can't force anyone to do anything because that's control. I can respect the boundaries and say, hey, I don't agree with this. It's not my cup of tea. If you as an adult are going to continue to do it, that's on you. But just understand, I don't like it. And then it's their choice as an adult, because you don't take away their choice because they're an adult. It's their choice as an adult, how they want to move forward with that, knowing that. And if, your partners respect the boundaries, or they can push back and be like, I think you're out of line. Here's my opinion on it. That's where you communicate.
Okay.
Agree or disagree?
I do agree. I agree with what you're saying. It's all perspective. All right. Let me ask you. You're dating a guy who keeps liking other women's bikini
I don't
posts.
understand that shit, eh? Like,
Wait, do you bring it up?
Yeah, fucking know, but I don't get it. Like, why? Like, brother.
What if it's like old posts? What if it's like, before they really started dating and, you can see in everything, every fucking post.
How about I just give men advice? Shank gonna notice you by fucking liking her bikini photos. She notices you when you don't like her bikini photos. Don't like any photos at all. In fact, when she goes and posts a little photo of a fucking pop plant on her story, like that if you want to get noticed. Because every other idiot is liking bikini photos. If you want to get noticed, don't like bikini photos. Like the fucking cooking that she did with her grandmother. She'll notice you. In fact, comment and be like, hey, you know what? Send me the recipe. Then spark a conversation like that. She ain't gonna fucking notice you and 700 idiots in her fucking likes liking bikini photos. In fact, while you're fucking there, go to your fucking Instagram following and unfollow every woman that doesn't follow you back. Unless she's, because some people go to my following, they're like, oh, but this person doesn't follow you. Yeah, because she has 700,000 followers and talks about business. Very different. Like, but if she's like an Instagram model and she ain't following you back and doesn't know you exist, why are you following her? Oh, I'm being supportive. No. Like, come on, man. That's the first thing women look at online. Who's he following? And they go double. Then they'll start clicking girls' profiles to see if they're following you back or you just a creep.
Fuck, what a crazy social media world. All right.
Do you have social media on the Samsung?
Get that on the camera. All right. Let's go next. Fuck, I had a question here and I've just lost it.
You wouldn't have lost it in Apple Notes.
Listen to this one. You both have a high body count, but he struggles to accept your number. How should you handle the double standards?
Walk away.
Okay. Fuck, that was easy. Do you think it's as simple as walking away? Like
he's always going to have an issue. He's always going to have an issue with it. It's like, well, that's what happens. I experienced life before you. If you have an issue with it, then see you later. That's how it is. That's unfortunately, I feel like, you have to just set your boundary. If you can't accept that, I've had a history, I wish you all the best. Like, it's never gonna work.
Okay. Yep. All right. You're really into a guy, but suddenly he pulls away after you become intimate.
Avoid and attached. Oh, wait, ooh, yeah.
So you become intimate and then he's done. What do you do? So you're like messaging, hey, thanks for last night. He's not responding, or he starts delaying his responses.
Yeah, just cut, move on.
But she's attached.
Unfortunately.
She likes him. Like, they had a build-up before. Like, she took her time to give him the cookie. And she gave him the cookie and then he's gone.
Cut, move on.
How do you just...
It's hard, but...
That's it.
I'm responding how I respond on my questionnaires.
It's time to go.
Yeah, man, like...
What is it saying from... Like, how do we understand men's thought process in that?
I don't know.
Does that mean, like, it wasn't good?
No.
Or does it mean that he just wanted to fuck?
Most guys are fucking worried that they're not good.
Yeah?
Yeah, most guys have more insecurity about they're not good. See that little knob behind the camera? Most 95% of guys are more worried that they're not good in comparison to thing.
Oh.
Go read my comments. You'll see how many women say, he could never make me come.
Oh.
I know.
But it's also women. It takes a bit more for a woman to, or not all the time, but
15 to 20 minutes to get warmed up. But here's the thing. We're so used to telling our partners, yeah, that's good when it's not good, that you teach them that, you're teaching them all the wrong things. One of the biggest things that I tell women is stop faking orgasms for your partner's ego. If you want him to actually get you there, teach him. And if he's not willing to be taught, teach yourself to find a new person. It's not fucking hard. There's so many like men out there that are like, care about their lover. Like, you know, I always get the same comment, like, where are all the men? Where are the fucking, there's hundreds of thousands of millions of men who care about their partner's love. You just haven't found the one. So if you really value that and you value a partner that's gonna like value your pleasure, you can find it, but unfortunately you're gonna have to let go of the one that doesn't. And you run that risk. So it's your decision.
Okay. All right, let's go into men's scenario-based questions. All right, you're on a date and she keeps bringing up her ex.
Sack. Sack. Immediately, no.
Get rid of it.
Depends on like how the conversation is. Like if you're having like an open conversation, the conversation of exes come up, sweet. If you've brought him up 5 times and his fucking criminal record and like he's you know, and I wish he didn't do this and I wish he didn't do that, sack. But if you're like 2 adults having a conversation and the conversation comes up and it's like just a mutual, like, yeah, like my last ex did this and this.
Agreed.
Different.
Yep.
But if it's like a sob story and I'm supposed to feel sorry for the cunt, sack. Oh, can I swear? Too late now.
After we've done this for like an hour and 15 minutes and you're asking me now if you can swear. All right, you're messaging a girl, but she takes hours to reply.
She's got a life. You should be so busy with your life. It doesn't matter when they
Doesn't mean she's not interested?
It depends. If she's still replying and making effort, like if there's effort in the text, yes. If there's like fuck all effort in the text, don't waste your time.
Okay, I disagree.
Why?
If a woman is not responding, because a woman will fucking drop everything. I actually think men will too. They will drop everything to message that girl.
If I want you, straight away.
Vice versa.
I'll be like mid video, double texting on one of the phones. Hey, do this, do this. Like, but that's because I make myself available.
Yeah.
But like, if she's not like it again, she could be like take 3 hours, 4 hours to respond, but then you get an essay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. But you know what? I have met some of the most like big, like guys that are really, really busy.
Quickest texters.
Quickest exes.
Texters.
Quickest texters.
Quickest
yes, they are.
communicators.
And they respond and they're available and they will make shit happen.
Yeah.
And they will be what you ask, hey, can you help me with something? Straight away. Give you a call.
Listen, if you wanna get a man interested, ask him to help you with something. You'll see if he likes you. If you actually want to see if a man likes you, see how quick he is to help you. And like, I'm not talking send me $5,000. I'm talking have like a little issue or a little thing you need help with, like that.
He'll be there.
If a man loves you, his inner instinct to help you, protect you, look after you will kick in.
Okay.
That's my love language.
Yeah.
You got a problem in your life, it's not your problem anymore. I got it. I'll take care of it.
Oh, AJ.
No, but that's just how I am as a person. And I know,
that.
like everyone.
We need more men like that.
No, but everyone in my circle are like that. Every man that I know, like that's in my inner circle. You know what I mean? Al. every man that I know, like, is like that. If he ain't like that, then move on. Find you one that's gonna take care of you.
This is true.
Oh, but I'm busy, bro. I got 3 businesses. I'm busy too. But like, if my baby needs something, my baby gets taken care of.
All right. You're in a relationship, but you're not getting what you need sexually.
You gotta ask yourself why, but that's where the communication with your partner comes in.
Okay.
Like you have to actually sit down and be open to listening. Don't like sitting, but. Sit down and have an open conversation. Babe, why?
What if she just says, I'm not a sexual person? Like I was at the beginning.
I disagree with
Okay,
that because
all right.
I think
there's no
that,
excuses, you reckon?
No, I just think that there's a reason for it because there's people who are not sexual people and then they meet the right person and then they turn into sexual little deviants. That's how it is. Like trust me. Like that's how it is. They turn into sexual little deviants because they're getting treated right. So that's where you got to be real honest with yourself. Oh, but I provide for her. Providing's not enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you lacking? Like, what are you guys? Are you not taking her on date nights? She's asked you to do something in the garage and you haven't? I think every man should read the book. In fact, I started reading it on the plane on the way here again. The Way of the Superior Man.
I have heard someone told me to read that book to understand men better.
Change how you deal with men, how men deal with women. That book changed everything for me with how I deal with women, how I deal with relationships, how I deal with breakups, how I deal with everything. That changed my life, that book.
Okay. 2 more questions and then we've got to wrap it up. All right. Oh, fuck. Where's that question gone?
Samsungs.
Shit. Oh my God, where is it? Okay, you find out the girl that okay, so you're dating a girl, you find out her past was quite wild, like sexually wild. But she's now a new woman. She's a new person with you. How do you as a male deal with that? Do you let it go? Do you keep going? Like, let's say it's hard for you to be able to be okay with it. But you really like her.
Depends on the history. Like my thing is, I think it's like situational. It's what every man's level of that is completely like thing. How she's treating you, how she's like thing. My ideology is like everything that they've been through has led you up to a certain point, and it's your decision whether you want to accept that or not. But also you got to put yourself in her shoes with your thing. Again, it's situational.
Situational. Majority of these seem to be situational. All right.
There's no one size fits all shoe in life except drink water. That is the only one size fits all shoe in life. Everything else is custom shit.
Okay, let's go the other way around. You know, before I asked you about a woman, like if a girl is, did I ask you if a girl's putting up bikini photos? Did I ask you that question?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, did I?
No.
Fuck. All right, so let's say a girl's putting up, you're in a relationship, you're starting to date. She always had like a social media profile where she put up bikini photos.
You knew what you're getting yourself into.
But then like she says at the beginning, you know what, I'm gonna like slow down a bit.
You knew what you're getting yourself into.
And now she's still putting it up.
You knew what you're getting yourself into.
So it's he doesn't really have a say.
So profile. Again, like I said, you say to her, hey, you know what? You said 1, 2, and 3. I'm not comfortable with you posting bikini photos. Again, you're an adult, so it's completely your decision what you choose to do with that information. And then what she decides to do with that information, it's then your choice as an adult what you want to do with her response in behavior.
Okay.
That is the only way to operate in life. Because if you're doing but I want you to do this, I want you to do that, then you're just controlling.
Yeah.
You can't control anyone. You want to go do that? That's up to you. You're an adult. This is how it makes me feel. Then it's your decision on how it makes me feel and how you respond and your perspective on it. That's it. That is the only way to be. Other than that, you're just going to drive yourself fucking mad. I've realized that in life, you can't just, you're just going to have to, this is how it makes me feel. If you can't accept it, move on.
Move on. Let it go.
Unfortunately, because you're going to, not move on and let it go, because people struggle with this. They think that moving on, like jump to the next person or go party or go do this. You don't need to do that. You don't need that's another thing, like breakups. I feel like people, men's biggest fuck up in breakups is sitting there and like thinking that I got to go party and go drink and do drugs and go fuck, and that will deal with the breakup. One of the best things, I'm not saying don't go out. Go out once in a while, enjoy yourself, do that. But I'm saying one of the best things that you can do in a breakup is sit down with yourself and feel those fucking uncomfortable feelings until you heal, because then you're not going to bleed on the next person. Some of the biggest issues in relationships is that unfortunately people have been hurt and wounded and cut. And then what happens is they bleed all over the next person.
100%.
Because they haven't took the time to sit with themselves, heal. And so when the right person comes in, they're not going to fuck that up.
Yeah. Agree with that one. Definitely agree with that one. Okay, last one. You're interested in somebody, you're starting to date someone, you've got different religious backgrounds. You know that it's going to be.
That's a very common one.
I know.
Very, very common.
And so family's not going to approve. What should you do?
I'm always going to say go with your heart. I remember I had a friend who's sort of in like a similar position a couple years ago. And he's like, oh, the family's not going to approve. And he got over it because he just pretty much said, he's like, bro, you know what? Like, of course, I'd want her to come over to me, or I wouldn't care. I just want us to be together. But like, imagine she told me to turn my back on my family. How the fuck would I feel? And then that allowed him to process the breakup in a healthy way and move on. Some people, I know people that have converted, they've made it work. That's it. At the end of the day, you're an individual. I'm very big on family. It's very important. Some situations are different. Like some situations that you're an individual. So if that's what's gonna make you truly happy, fucking do it. Do what's gonna make you happy. And at the end of the day, the right people will accept it.
Do you know, it's funny. My ex-husband, or when we were dating, and I knew I wanted to marry this man. So my background's Egyptian and he was Ghanaian, so African. And even though Egyptians, we're not white, but there's still racism. There's still a racist thing with Egyptians, right?
Well, I have a Jamaican cousin.
Oh,
half Greek, half Jamaican. He looks like Odell Beckham Jr.
That's cool.
Yeah, crazy.
That's cool. So, and I remember saying to my dad, because this guy, like my ex-husband was a beautiful man. He brought me closer to church. He was all the things that I think at that time that I needed, right? Yeah. And so I said to my dad, like, this is good. Like, he's a man that's actually bringing me closer to God. He's making me, like, he's treating me well. And my dad was like, nah, you're just with him for his hair and his muscles. You're not, he had dreadlocks, like really big dreadlocks and whatever. And he was like, you're not going to end up with this man. And so I was like, well, so you're telling me you're not accepting him. And he goes, you know what? If you're with him in 1 year from now, then bring him over. But, you know, for me, it was like I was fucking determined. That's competition for me.
Did they get along?
So then, well, look, they did, but I could see from my dad's side he was being amicable and kind for me. They did get along. Like as time went on, obviously I married him, we had kids, and so it was like family. But I remember sort of towards the end, my dad could see that it wasn't, and he didn't really push me to stay in that situation.
Yeah, but that's a personal thing. It's not from
it is a personal thing.
It's not a race thing.
I agree, but I will say that.
But unfortunately, because of the old stigmas and stuff, it is like there's a race thing.
That yes, but I did at that time. I chose my happiness because I was like, I'm going to.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Do you regret that decision?
That's a really great question because I'm now divorced.
Doesn't matter, but you have 2 children.
I have 2 beautiful children.
So do you regret that decision?
I don't regret it. I look back and I reflect on why I went into that relationship when I did.
Because you got 2 beautiful children.
And I've got 2 beautiful children and I wouldn't change anything. Obviously, I'm not going to change anything. But I also think like now as a single mother, like it's not bad. I'm actually living a really good life. But it's more so, I just think I should have made some different decisions.
Is he still active in their life?
100%. Oh my God, I wouldn't have it any other way.
You won. You both won.
100%.
You both won. I don't care what anyone says. You both won.
Yeah.
And I'm a child of divorce. You both won.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. All right, we'll have to do round 2 of
fly back tomorrow. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll fly back tomorrow. Fuck it up. You got openings tomorrow. I'll stay the night, whatever.